Welcome back, children, to the lesson respiration in organisms. It is new chapter. Today we are going to start, and this is the part 1, and lesson number is 10. Right? So in 10th, the 10th lesson is respiration in organisms. Right? I know that you are very familiar with the word respiration. What is meant by respiration? Inhalation and exhalation. We know that respiration is nothing but inhalation and exhalation, simply breathing. But here the words breathing and respiration both are different, both are not same. Respiration and breathing both are not same, they are different, right? So here breathing is just taking air into the lungs and sending air out of the lungs, that is breathing. Whereas respiration means getting energy. We are going to get the energy from the food that we eat. Right? Let me explain you in clear. Here, in our daily life, we are jumping, eating, sleeping, walking, doing many activities. So many number of activities we are doing in our daily life, and all these activities we consider as work. So definitely, to do any work we require energy. To do any work we require energy. Even I am teaching you the lesson. To teach this class, to complete this class, I require energy. Because I am teaching, it is a work. Teaching is a work. So to do this work definitely I require energy, and this energy is given by the food that I eat. Right? We know that who gives us energy? Food gives us energy. Food gives us energy. Why only food gives us energy? Because food contain nutrients in them. So whatever the nutrients that are present in the food, they gives us energy. They gives us energy. With that energy we are going to work, or we are going to do the daily life activities. Even to the survival of our life. Our internal organs also, they work even you are in the sleep, like lungs and heart, brain, they work regularly. To do this work they also require the energy, right? So from where do we get energy? From the food. So I eat in the food, then the food will be digested in the stomach and it enters into intestine. From intestine, the food, actually raw food I am eating, in that food there is nutrient, and these nutrients produce energy. For example, you eat an apple and it contains sugars, that is nothing but glucose. It is nothing but glucose. Now it is nutrient, carbohydrate, we know that. These nutrients, it enters into the cell. It enters into the cell. Now the nutrient is ready in the cell, but how do it releases the energy? Right? So the actual energy will be liberated out from the nutrient with the help of oxygen, which is present in the air. Oxygen is present in the air, and my cell require energy here. Nutrient is ready. Oxygen is here, nutrient is ready, and I require energy now. Then what to do? We have to send the oxygen up to my finger, isn't it? I should send the oxygen from air to the finger. How do it comes? Very good. We are taking oxygen in the form of breathing. In the form of breathing, then oxygen enters into our lungs. At the lungs, there are blood vessels, and blood vessels carry the blood. Blood contains hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin captures the oxygen and it sends the oxygen to my finger. Then the oxygen comes and it cuts the nutrient. It cuts the nutrient and it releases the energy. It releases the energy. Then the cell gets the energy and it starts doing work. It starts doing work. So simply, respiration means it is a energy giving process, energy releasing process. From what? From the nutrient. By what? By the oxygen. Releasing of energy from the nutrient by the oxygen is called as respiration. Breathing is simply taking oxygen in and sending carbon dioxide out. It is simply breathing. Whereas in respiration, we are going to release the energy from the glucose by using oxygen. By using oxygen. So this total process is called respiration. Total process is called respiration. Right? So in respiration, there are two main steps. What are those? Number one, breathing. Number one, breathing, and number two, use of oxygen. Use of oxygen. Here, how do we breathe in the air? Actually, oxygen is present in the air and we have to take the oxygen into our lungs. How can we take it? In inhalation. In inhalation, we take the oxygen into our lungs. In exhalation, we are sending air out of the lungs. So this inhalation and exhalation, one inhalation and exhalation is called breathing. It is called breathing. So whatever the oxygen that is present in the environment, in inhalation, it enters into the lungs. It enters into lungs. Now at the lungs there is hemoglobin in the blood and it captures the oxygen and it sends the oxygen towards the cell. Towards the cell. Who carried the oxygen? Who carried the oxygen? Hemoglobin carried the oxygen and it sent into the cell. Already in the cell who is present? Glucose, nothing but nutrient. So use of oxygen to get the energy from the nutrients. Then this oxygen will break down the glucose and releases the energy. It releases the energy. This whole process is called as respiration. It is called as respiration. So here respiration is of two types. Respiration is of two types. That is aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration. Respiration is of two types, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration. The first one is the aerobic respiration. See the name itself indicating aerobic, aeroplane. Aeroplane means in the air, means with the air. So aerobic means with the air, in presence of air, is nothing but in presence of oxygen. In presence of oxygen. In presence of oxygen, if breathing takes place, if respiration takes place, it is called aerobic respiration. In presence of oxygen, simply we say in presence of air. In presence of air, it is aerobic, which contain oxygen. Anaerobic respiration, it takes place in absence of oxygen. In absence of oxygen. Even in absence of oxygen means without air, the respiration takes place. Seriously, right? Organisms, they do, the organisms depending upon their respiration type, there are two types: aerobic organisms, anaerobic organisms. Aerobic organisms, they respire when there is a oxygen. Anaerobic organisms, they respire when there is no oxygen. Even in absence of oxygen, they do respire, right? So whatever it may be, whether it is aerobic or anaerobic, the main process of the respiration is to getting energy from the nutrient. To get energy from the nutrient. So let us take the first one, aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, respiration that takes place in presence of oxygen. All plants and animals, maximum all plants and animals. All plants and animals, they show aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means they breathe in presence of oxygen, in presence of air. In presence of oxygen only we can get the energy. If you close your mouth and nose, automatically due to insufficient oxygen we are going to die. Right? So definitely we require oxygen to perform breathing or to perform the release of energy. Right? So here this respiration is exactly opposite to, aerobic respiration is exactly opposite to photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, what happens? Just try to understand this concept. In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water, it combine together and forms glucose. It forms glucose and water and oxygen. Now exactly opposite to this one, what happens in respiration? Here glucose is actually, just mathematically, 3 plus 5 equal to 8. Then 8 equal to 5 plus 3. Is it right or wrong? 3 plus 5 equal to 8 and 8 equal to 5 plus 3. Here carbon dioxide and water becomes glucose. These two combine together to form glucose. Then tell me what happens if we cleave it in presence of oxygen? By the combination of carbon dioxide and water we get glucose. If you cut the glucose, what you are going to get? You get carbon dioxide and water back again. Right? So this is respiration. Getting energy from the breakdown of nutrient. Right? So it gives us carbon dioxide, water and a lot of energy. This one takes place in presence of oxygen. All plants and animals, we breathe oxygen to get the energy from the nutrient. So in presence of oxygen only the material is going to get cleaved and we get more and more energy in presence of oxygen. Right? Here along with the energy we release carbon dioxide and water. So carbon dioxide comes out from the lungs. We know that we inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. And as well as there is a water vapor. If you go nearby the mirror and say then what happens? There is a foam, water vapor. It appears on the screen on the surface of the mirror, right? So in aerobic respiration we utilize oxygen to break down the nutrient and we'll get carbon dioxide, water and lots of energy. So this is about aerobic respiration. In the next session we'll discuss about anaerobic respiration and more about the respiration process. Right? I hope you understand this class.